Hey guys, welcome back to Inchworm Gardens. I know it's been a while since I posted anything. Got a lot going on. I got a big announcement for you guys at the end of this video, so please stay tuned. First, I want to take a second to just thank everyone who's watched my videos, who's subscribed, who's commented. Really means a lot to me. Helps me keep going on this process because I love gardening. It's a lot of fun, but I think one thing that all gardeners experience is a little bit of a burnout, especially towards the end of the season. Things start getting cold, things start dying, and you've just been putting so much time and attention into your garden, you just start to fizzle out a little bit. And I think that's totally okay. I think it's important to take that time to rest, to recover, start fresh for the next season. So on that note, today is the 28th of October. It's actually our first average frost date, so we could get freezing temperatures at any time now. So the garden is on its last legs, but we still do have some flowers, some things fruiting. So I want to take you on a quick garden tour, show you what's growing in this fall garden, and again, stay tuned for the end of the video for announcement. Thanks so much, guys. Let's take a tour. All right, the hops plant, growing like a champion. Been enjoying that all season. This thing produced tons and tons of hop cones. Was really happy with that this year. So one plant who's shining right now is this pineapple sage. This is a really nice plant. Very aromatic leaves and flowers, and in the fall it has these nice red spikes which attract a lot of hummingbirds and butterflies. So this is a great fall plant, pineapple sage. It's a good one to have. Here's our Mexican sunflower. Definitely pretty much no more. A couple little flowers still there, but pretty much all dead, gone to seed. I collected a bunch of seed from this plant, so I'm going to be growing a bunch of these next year. They did really, really well. All right, of course, rosemary is totally fine in this weather. That comes back every year. He's flourishing. Still enjoying that. This little mess here is our blue butterfly pea, our basil, Thai basil, which came back from last year, and our blue cream berries tomatoes. They've just kind of conglomerated into one little bush here. Look at this lemongrass. So this guy also will not fully survive the winter here. So I really just need to harvest this and use more of it. I haven't really used a whole lot of it this year, but lemongrass grows super well. It's a great plant to have in the garden. These zinnias just did not quit all season long. I've just had zinnias just perpetual. This is such a great flower, man. I think I planted like, I don't know, maybe 12 plants over here, and it just has not stopped flowering. Blueberries are cool. I didn't realize that they change colors. So I have 3 blueberry plants, and they have these nice fall reds and yellows. That's really pretty. Our raspberries in the back. We got like 1 raspberry this year, but we'll get more next year. Blackberries, we did get several blackberries this year, but it really is the following years when they really start to produce. But there's some green ones on the way. Those probably will not ripen in time before the frost, but that's all right. So I did plant a fall planting of peas. Those can withstand a light frost, so we should get something from those this season. Tomatoes are still hanging in there. They will also produce up until the first frost, and we have quite a few tomatoes still on here. Those have been super productive all year. Check this out. One of our first of like 2 or 3 butternut squash. We did get a little insect activity in here. I think a little worm has burrowed in there, so that's kind of gross, but that's all right. And what's crazy is that this plant is growing way over there. It's like 20 feet away is where the plant starts, and it's made its way all the way down here. That's cool. Sugar Rush peach peppers were incredible. Super productive. Been enjoying those all year. Pickled most of them, and there's still plenty of peppers on there. Same with the shishitos. That's the muscadine. It's making his way over there. Check out these okra, huge. They're like 10 feet tall. Kind of missed a few of them, but there's still some nice okra growing. Super productive plant in this area. Here's a little cool thing for next year. These are my strawberry plugs. I have a green stalk planter. These things stack on top of each other, 5 high. It's going to be a big, like 6-foot tower of strawberries. So there's 2 there, and then 3 there. And they're all going to stack. And with strawberries, you can plant them in the fall, and you get them the following spring. Ground cherries were here. Those were done. Pulled those out. There's our thyme. It does fine in this weather also. That should keep producing. This is our parsley. It's still going. Again, just a few zinnia plants, and they just kept flowering all season, man. It's so pretty. Zinnias are champs. Lemon balm, doing great. This is lemongrass that I planted from that bigger plant I showed you. I took a few stalks, put them over here, and those took off. These are some greens that I sowed in the fall to get a little winter harvest. Figs, mulberries. Didn't get any mulberries this year, but hoping for some next year. There's where the butternut squash starts. I think it's 2 or 3 plants, and then goes all the way down there. Here's the rest of my strawberry plugs. I'm going to put those in the ground. These are nasturtiums that reseeded from this year. Pulled that plant out, and these popped up. Some arugula and some other greens I planted for the fall. Some carrots as well down there. This is borage that just seeded again from this year. Did a fall planting of beans, been enjoying those. The kale, check out this kale. So this was what I planted in the spring. It survived the summer. It got completely demolished by white flies and cabbage worms. So we did not eat it in the summer at all, but then once the life cycle of those bugs were gone, it started to cool off, and this thing is totally recovered. Look at this. Huge kale leaves. Very minor insect presence, so this is back to being a ready to eat green. And when kale gets a light frost, it actually sweetens up, so we're going to be enjoying a lot of kale in the winter months. So there it is. There's the garden as of late October. Still a lot of greenery, a lot of flowers, but when that first hard frost comes, then a lot of it will die off. But like I said, it's just part of the cycle, and I'm excited about next year. And on that note, all right guys, so here's a big announcement. It's a little bittersweet. Inchworm Gardens, we're moving. That's right, this beautiful space that we've created these past few years, gotta leave it behind, start fresh. So, like I said, bittersweet. It's a little sad to leave all this behind, but the good part is we get to start a brand new garden from scratch, which I'm super excited about. And what it means for you is I'm gonna take you along with me. We're gonna go through the garden planning process, seed starting, building the beds, and then starting fresh with a brand new spring garden. So I think it'll be really cool to experience. I'm excited about it. I love garden planning and the whole process, and I can share that with you guys. So I think it'll be really cool. But yeah, bittersweet. Inchworm Gardens version 1. This is the end of it. End of the season, and it seems like a fitting time. So again, thanks for everyone that stuck with me this year. I really hope you'll join me next year in this process. This will probably be the last video I make until early spring when I start the garden planning. So I wish you and your family a lovely holiday season, lovely winter, be safe, and we'll see you in the spring. Thanks so much for watching, guys. See you next year. Bye for now.